Thanks for coming out today.
Glad to be here.
This is Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Caddy.
Hey, that's me.
Let's get started. What felt unfair to you in your last job experience?
What really felt unfair to me was the horrible working conditions, unfair pay, and especially what I was treated overall.
I agree. It's okay.
What types of work environments do you prefer in terms of fair treatment?
I hate the thought of work in conditions where I am not working up to my own standards, but I dread the thought of not being able to work at all. This is why I think Elizabeth and I do what we do for the feminine society.
What are you most passionate
I think that I'm most passionate about fighting for what I believe in. When I believe in something this passionate, I devote my life to making it happen.
My feelings are likewise, but I would also like to add that I devote my life to making changes, not just towards women's rights, but also proposing solutions for other problems revolving around women.
What is the biggest risk you've ever taken?
Definitely think the biggest risk was coming together to create an organization and supporting those voices that have been heard.
What are the biggest strengths you think you contribute to your organization?
Passion and integrity.
New ideas and solutions.
What do you both love most about your profession?
I love getting to be a role model to other women now and in future times.
Well, times have definitely changed, and because of you guys and your work, there's a huge difference between now and later on in time.
And I love we get to support all the women across the U.S. and love doing it.
If you could have been born in any other time period, when would you have chosen to be born?
I would pick a good 30 or 40 years after this year because I could see what new technologies were created, and I could also see what my work in this decade has done for the future generations.
I would probably pick a good 100 years from now for pretty much the same reason as Suzanne, but I also love to see what new fashions and political voices have been formed.
Who do you have no respect for at all?
Nobody, because even though men have treated us unfairly for all this time, I still have respect for them.
Everybody is equal in all aspects, whether it's talking about race, culture, or religious practices, in my opinion.
How has the feminine side of society been impacted in the last 10 years?
Women have started standing up for themselves and taking more roles in society by taking on jobs only men were thought of, doing at that time.
When will you be satisfied with your work?
When everything is done to our standards and everything we thought possible is possible.
Alright, that's the end of my questions. Thanks for coming out.
Glad to be here, Kat. Glad that we can show our views to other people of future generations.